Alright guys, welcome back. This is the GSL Code A, and as strange as that music video was, I know y'all wanted to know how it ended, but we needed to get back to StarCraft 2, so here we are at the studio here in Mukdong, South Korea. Yeah.
And we've got our final players, FruitDealer, a guy who's been skating on the edge of staying in the GSL.
Yeah, for quite a while now. Yep.
And Alicia, who's been, he's back from vacation, so to speak.
Yeah?
He was not in the GSL.
Yeah, I suppose.
Like, he just got back from Chile. Like, no, he just hasn't been in the GSL.
No, that's a good way to say it. You know, he's been kind of chilling out a little bit, practicing. Yeah, you know who? I said like 8 times in a row there, but
no, I don't know what.
You know who I've heard has been practicing quite a bit actually is FruitDealer.
Yeah, I've heard this as well. There's rumors going around. He's really been training hard.
Yeah, everyone says he's practicing more than he ever has before. He knows that he kind of slacked off after he won his first championship, really fell off the map as far as his skill goes, as far as his match winning goes. So apparently he's putting a lot of effort into improving again. We'll have to see how he kind of stacks up against a player like Slayer's Alicia, who used to be like the golden boy of Protoss, but now is kind of like the...
I used to call him the chosen one because he was the only Protoss to be in the round of 8 in the Super Tournament. And back then he was showing us stuff that most Protosses didn't get. And a lot of that stuff was a Void Rail and that was executed really well, for example. But he kind of disappeared for a while. I'm really curious to see what he's going to show us today against FruitDealer.
Yeah, it's going to be PVZ. And our first map... Well, first of all, let's talk about this guy right here. This is Startail FruitDealer. Look at the loaf of bread on the left side of the logo. See? There it is. Freshly baked. Nice and fluffy. And he did get to the round of 16 in Code A. I believe he beat one of the foreign players, if I remember right. Was it Sase?
I believe it was Sase.
I'm pretty sure it was Sase. I know he beat one of the foreigners last season to stay in Code A.
He did some crazy all-ins. Yeah, it was Sase. I remember he did a crazy all-in where he microed terribly, and then Sase held it, but then FruitDealer still came back and won.
Yeah.
Macro was just better in that game.
Well, it's like we said. This kid's been on the edge, but he's got the focus now, supposedly. We'll see what
he's got a new hairstyle again. It looks kind of almost like his old hairstyle too. So
a little bit.
Maybe his hairstyle coming back. He's trying to be retro. Here is Alicia.
We'll see if his hairstyle ever goes back to his old crazy mohawk thing he had in the GSTL. But yeah, Alicia got knocked out last season, but he's back again. Qualified right away. Still a force to be reckoned with, I would say, in the Protoss world. But
yeah, definitely a force to be reckoned with. Not Code S material right now, some would have argued
top
at one
32
point.
material.
Yeah. Some would have argued at one point that he was, and he showed some cool stuff. He was doing well at a time where most Protosses were not, but other Protosses have developed new strategies. We'll see if Alicia has as well.
Looks like he's in a good mood. These guys joking back and forth in the lobby here right now, so they are ready to go.
Our first map is going to be Calm Before the Storm.
Yeah. I don't think we've seen a ZVP on this one quite yet, or at least I haven't seen it.
It can get quite interesting. In most cases, the Zerg will take the outside expansion rather than the backdoor one because it kind of gives them a free third later.
Well, it really makes sense as well. I mean, the natural on this map, if we want to compare it to a map like Crevasse, which it is very similar to Crevasse, the natural expansion, the one that's closest to your base, is much easier to take on the low ground than the one on Crevasse is. Much less open. Save that high ground expansion for later, like you said. We're going to move on to Daybreak, and if we need it, then after that, Belshire Beach. But the game has started. Who's going to come out on top in Game 1? FruitDealer or Alicia? Let's find out. All right, thanks once again to our awesome sponsors. And in the red, we have our Zerg player from the team Startail. He won the very first GSL season ever. He is
Startail FruitDealer.
FruitDealer. Apparently, the story behind that, for those of you maybe new to FruitDealer, is his father became very ill, and he had to take time. FruitDealer, that is, had to take time away from pro gaming to go and do exactly that. He had to go and help run the family fruit stand. So when he came back to pro gaming after his father got healthy again, he named himself FruitDealer. Used to be OGS Cool.
Yeah. And played under the ID Cool and Brood War as well. This guy, the chosen one, Slayer's Alicia.
Thanks for saving me there, Wolf.
called the Chosen One because Wolf decided he was the Chosen One. He was the last Protoss alive in the round of 8.
That's why, huh?
That's why, man. I already said that earlier, but I just wanted to have a story just like you. I wanted to be cool. I wanted to give people some knowledge.
Now, his name, Alicia, is from another game he played a lot called Dungeon and Fighter, I guess, which is a popular game here in Korea.
Oh, look at this. I don't mean to cut you off. That's very true.
No, that's okay.
FruitDealer sent a drone to both bases. The Pro blocked up front, so he said, I'll take the back.
Yeah, it's a nice, versatile thing you can do on this map. I think that's perfectly fine.
And Alicia, after seeing this, of course, going to take his back Nexus for free.
Yep. Ta-da! Nexus.
He took that Nexus, man. He basically stole it.
He was like, this Nexus is mine. I'm warping it in. Some real estate agent is showing off the Nexus to some Protoss family back on Iron. He's like, this is a beautiful 4-bedroom, and it just disappears. He's like, what? Well, I guess it was already warped in by another family. I'm sorry. And FruitDealer's going to see it right away. So he's going to know what's up. Oh, a little bit of
some harassment there, but normally a tip for you guys: don't want to harass the gas drones. You'll never actually really take them to low hit points. I guess it is easier to escape though if you get attacked while you're doing that.
Yeah, you can't like get surround, attack, move, killed. You know, it's true. That is true. Spawning pool finishing now, and how fast is he going to get speed? Doesn't quite have 100 gas quite yet. He's going to have it
almost.
soon. In the meantime, it looks like it's going to be a pretty normal gateway expand after, or gateway wall off rather, after the Nexus first.
Yeah.
Could take a fast third as well, but we'll probably see some more stuff added on before that, of course.
This is a map that really allows Protoss to take that backdoor expansion, like I said, quite literally for free. Notice that he did not make a forge. He doesn't need to. This is going to allow Alicia to put a lot more pressure on than he would normally on a regular map going for a Forge Fast Expander and another type of Nexus first.
Yeah, you can do a lot of stuff with this.
I think we're going to see Stargate play.
And Probe coming in. I think he wanted to get in there and check to see if Zergling speed was on the way, see what FruitDealer was doing, but he just couldn't do it with the Zerglings there.
And it is, in fact, Stargate play.
Stargate, all right. And FruitDealer, as you can see from that shadow there, will be taking a quick third, so Alicia will have the potential to do some damage with the Stargate play.
Especially at these positions, the Void Ray can get to that base quite quickly.
Yeah.
And the creep will not be extended just yet.
Look at that. +1 air weapons as well. He is actually going to really dedicate himself to Stargate play. We may even see a second one come up here pretty soon. Unless it's a mistake and he meant to hit Warp Gate. That does happen sometimes.
Yeah, he's not getting Warp Gate at all. I mean, this is absolutely some of the fastest +1 air we've ever seen.
Yeah.
I think it's intentional, though.
It certainly seems that way.
Void Ray being chrono boosted out now.
Yeah. Started something, canceled it, then started the Void Ray. FruitDealer will see that that Alicia's got a lot of gas, so he knows something's going to be very tech heavy in it. It would stand to reason that that's probably going to be Stargate play. So
people don't usually go Blink Shock or All-Ins very early.
Yeah, or like really fast, like DTs. We'll probably see FruitDealer get that Evo Chamber and a couple Spore Crawlers. He should.
He should indeed. The third base is finishing for FruitDealer. The air weapon upgrade is halfway done as that Stargate, or excuse me, Void Ray moves out. Second Stargate goes down. Yep,
there it is. Second Void Ray as well on the way. So he is going to go for this hardcore, and that Overlord is going to be the first thing that tips off FruitDealer that is Stargate play afoot. And there's the Evo Chamber right away, making some more Queens as well. The tricky part with Stargate play is I feel like a lot of Zergs are very good at handling it, but I haven't seen FruitDealer do that yet, so we'll see how he does.
We shall see the second Queen trying to get down here. The creep was not quite extended. Now they're joined up, but since he made a second Void Ray and not another Phoenix, he's not going to be able to lift.
Oh, he's making 2 more Stargates, in fact. He's going to be up to 3 Stargates.
Oh my God.
Wow, he's going to need to start making some Phoenixes as well. You can't just mass Void Rays. That just doesn't work against Zerg.
This is quite innovative, something we've never seen really before.
Yeah, this is exciting. First Phoenix now on the way. That's what he's going to need to start picking off some of these Queens. Look at that, though. I like how he's just kind of poking with 1 Void Ray at a time. Not letting FruitDealer know that there's so much Stargate play going. Oh, a huge round of drones as well.
4 gas is being taken by FruitDealer now.
I think FruitDealer might end up being a little bit of trouble here.
It's entirely possible. Remember, he already has +1 for those air. It was so early. He's not even getting warp gate research. He's like, no, I'm just using these stargates.
Yeah.
It's like the first 4, or he's gonna make some 4 stargates, like a 4 gate, but it's stargates.
4 stargate, yeah. Nerd 4 stargate.
FruitDealer he's got plenty of spores up. He's gonna be pretty fine against this, but Alicia is gonna find a weak spot here.
Now, the last person I really remember doing this was Guinea Pig, way back in Open Season 2. It looks like he's gonna go ahead and pull away there. He's waiting till he has more stuff. FruitDealer's got to be wondering now. He's like, all right, this is a lot of air tech. Going for the infestation, but that can work, but it's going to be a long time before he has any infestors ready to fungal this.
He's going to go for this spore here, picking up the queen. He's going to want to micro back that Void Ray.
Oh, he's not microing. He barely takes out the Spore Crawler.
Oh,
he's there as well.
Not the best situation here for Alicia.
He doesn't lose the Void Ray quite yet. He's got to be so careful with it. That Queen's going to pick it off right now.
1 hit point left. Oh, Queen right before she's lifted takes it out. But man, FruitDealer could just lose right here. He's making so many spores. And remember, guys, every spore made is a drone lost.
Yeah, he's not targeting that spore that's burrowing right now. Tons of Spore Crawlers from FruitDealer right now. Obviously, he wants to cancel a lot of those.
He's just killing drones, man.
Yeah.
Every spore that finishes gets moved. He just kills drones. I'm surprised he's not using these Phoenixes to kill drones.
Yeah. Oh, huge amount of Overlords possibly about to die here. And FruitDealer lets his spores finish.
Oh, man, that is a total of 7 spores made. That's 7 drones lost.
That's 700 minerals, too.
Yeah, and remember, he's already killed 8 workers on top of that, so about 15 workers essentially killed here. That Spire's not going to be very useful, at least not initially here.
Yep, he's got to micro these Void Rays. With that +1 weapons, he can barely kill a spore without microing back a Void
I know,
Ray.
I guess we're just like finding out that +1, 3 Void Rays that are charged up don't need to be microed, man.
That's right, though they don't even need to be charged up either.
And he could go for those. They're actually off creep right now. He's going to go for the hatchery first, but he still might get these spores.
Oh, and he can just go back and kill the other base as well. Those spores take so long to walk off creep.
He's just going to go now to the other side. The Phoenix is doing some more harassment.
Alicia is literally flying circles around his opponent right now. This is so impressive. I love this build by Alicia. Oh, 8 Corruptors on the way, though.
But are they going to be too late? I think so.
Yeah.
4 gateways being added at home. Warp gate research is already done.
Yep, killing a lot of spores. Oh, man. Backing off a little bit there. Look at all the Overlords that are dying here. FruitDealer's just been so supply blocked.
Yeah, 74 out of 12, man.
I can't believe it. Wow, these Corruptors, even if they manage to drive Alicia back, he's done a good amount of damage.
He's ignoring them, goes for the hatchery. Now he's going to pull back. He may still even have enough Phoenixes. It looks like he does, man.
I think he does, yeah.
That is going to be about it.
And, you know, FruitDealer's just never going to have the ability to make more units. Those Overlords are just going to die so quickly. And unless Alicia just doesn't kill them. More Void Rays on the way, and now comes the Gateway follow-up with Zealots and Sentries. Beautiful play by Slayer's Alicia here.
This is a game that I will tell my grandchildren about, man.
Very, very cool, yeah. FruitDealer trying to rebuild, but he lost 2 hatcheries, man. He is so far behind right now. 40 supply behind, and I don't see how he can hold this push. I just don't think it's possible.
He absolutely cannot. He's got 3 infestors on the way.
Oh, nice warp in to block the Zealot run by. Beautifully done by Alicia.
That Nexus may have to be canceled, though.
Yeah, but that's not going to matter. And he cancels it at the last second.
But those 3 infestors are going to have that energy upgrade. He's got 7 actually on the way in total now.
Yeah.
If he does really good fungals, he might be able to buy some time, but I think he's just still inevitably going to die here. A lot of spores, though, are going to help out.
We'll see what happens. I mean, I think a lot of the infestors are just going to get lifted, it seems like.
Yeah, it's going to be close no matter what, but I think Alicia should be able to break this.
Yeah, we'll see. Fungal's going to be going down.
Here they go!
Nice Fungal.
Nice Fungal, but 1 infestor lifted here.
This is going to make them...
GG.
Okay, GG. Yeah, I was going to say the Phoenixes are going to be a lot more vulnerable to the spores because of the fungal growth, but just not enough. And Slayer's Alicia taking a very convincing game 1 with a really unique build. That build was obviously tailored just for this map, and it was perfect. That was awesome.
I also would like to say for the record, I do not have grandchildren.
You don't?
But if I ever
yet.
someday have grandchildren.
Someday. Little wolf pups. FruitDealer's like, well, I wasn't expecting that. Man. Wow, what do you do?
What do you do, man?
What do you do against that? Yeah.
I'm in shock. You guys see me? I'm like sitting down like this. I'm like,
I can't believe it. It's true. Like Gollum pose there. It's like you just need like a fish or something. Yep.
So I actually am going to grab that build. I'm going to try that.
You going to snipe it?
Now, remember, this isn't a build you should try at home. Okay, this build would not work on Tal'Dorei Malter. You can't just make a Nexus, then make a Gateway and a Cybercore on any map that the ladder pool has to offer. You have to do this on a map where, you have a freebie base.
Well, I think that was even a build that wouldn't have worked in cross positions on that map as well. I think it needed to be air positions, close air on that map.
Imagine if he microed his Void Rays better. What would have happened in this case?
FruitDealer would have died
faster. Or rather, I should say, what if he microed his Void Rays at all?
Yeah.
Like he didn't really micro them.
Well, we learned an interesting thing today, that +1 Void Rays can take out a Spore Crawler without any of the Void Rays dying. What do you know?
And also, something to note was, when he attacked and all those spores were burrowing, he went for drones. If he had just right-click, shift-click all those spores with that amount of Void Rays, he had 4 at the time, charged up like that, and just lifted all the queens, he actually could have stopped all those spores from going up. He would have probably just ended the game.
Yeah, probably, yeah. I mean, either way.
Either way, man, he ended the game one way or another.
When you see a player having to make like 9 spores, you know he's in trouble. Game 2 starting right now on Daybreak. Can FruitDealer pick up a win and get back in the game? Let's find out. This is the GSL.